Hello everybody and welcome back to the WWE Universe. I'm your host Rich and you're watching the season finale episode of Superstars, where we are just 24 hours away from WrestleMania 3.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Clays from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 222 pounds, X-Pac.
I can't believe we're finally here. We are right on the edge of WrestleMania 3. This season is finally ending after a year and 9 months of recording this season. It is, very inconsistently recording this season. I could have finished it a lot quicker. It's finally ending. I can finally start looking forward to the next season. This is such a nice moment. I'm so happy to be at this point. Genuinely, I feel like such a heavy weight has been lifted by being right at the end of this now. I'm so sorry to the people that actually like this game. I mean, I'm not, because you probably just haven't played it since it came out, but it's bad. So Cara set to face off against X-Pac. Of course, we got that big Cruiserweight Championship elimination 4-way match coming your way this Sunday at tomorrow night at WrestleMania. And Cara and Rey Mysterio, last-minute additions. They want a tag team matchup against X-Pac and Kofi Kingston, the other two confirmed participants, to both join the Cruiserweight Championship matchup. And I'm very interested in seeing if Cara can become a two-time champion, perhaps X-Pac can become a two-time champion, Mysterio a two-time champion, or Kofi Kingston will retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Either way, I feel like that's going to be a very good match coming your way. Just 24 hours from now for the Cruiserweight Championship. We've got so much to look forward to tomorrow night at WrestleMania. I can't believe we're finally here. I really, really can't. I'm so ready.
It's an amazing atmosphere in this arena tonight.
X-Pac coming off the top rope, second rope, sorry, with a leg drop. Very nice. A very, very big announcement regarding Season 4 that will be coming your way very soon. I'm so looking forward to making that announcement. Been waiting on that one for a very long time, because it's been a planned announcement for I don't even know how long. We're finally there. The time has come. Interesting to see between this match and the main event between Mysterio and Kofi, who heads into WrestleMania with the most momentum. I honestly can't say I'm beginning to guess. There was a time where obviously, I mean, not even that long ago, where I'd look at this match right here and I'd go, well, obviously we know X-Pac is getting some momentum, but I feel like Cara is turning things around for himself right now. I feel like actually this could just as well be Cara's match as it is X-Pac's. And that feels interesting to say, honestly. X-Pac. X-Pac. Elbow to the head of Cara there by X-Pac, who has definitely more recently held that championship. Definitely more recently been of single success than Cara. Gets that jaw of X-Pac flying. Sends it flying, the whole jaw. And now X-Pac sending Cara to the ropes and back off. I have recorded, as I said I probably would, Raw, SmackDown, and now Superstars all in one setting. It actually didn't take that long. I mean, admittedly, this week's SmackDown's a bit of a short one. But it didn't take as long as I was thinking it was going to take, which has been nice. I'm grateful for that, because I really wanted to be able to say that I did it. I really wanted to be able to be like, alright, next time I sit down and record this WrestleMania. My work shift tonight, though, is going to be hell. Because all I'm going to be able to think about is like, oh man, the next recording is WrestleMania, then I can finally take 13 off of my shelf and start playing 14, finally. I mean, I'm a little nervous about doing 14, I'll be honest. And for those that have been around on this channel over the last 10 years, and you'll probably know why, and simply put, it's because it's my 3rd year I've ever done a 14, which is the most I've ever played a wrestling game. Because when 15 came out, I didn't like the changes initially. I don't know why, but I didn't like where they were going with it. So I didn't, and I think it's also, more importantly, it's because I didn't have a then-gen console. I didn't have an Xbox One or a PS4, so I only could get it on like PS3 or 360, which were like really crappy versions of those games, like just not worth getting at all. I think that played a really big part in why I didn't want to switch to 15. Because all they did on 15 from 14 is remove a bunch of stuff, and obviously you had a much smaller roster. You had some more up-to-date people, but community creations existed at that point, so I don't really care about it. I think that was one of the reasons I just didn't want to do 15. I think there was quite a lot towards that at the time. I remember like initially when 15 came out, you could only have 20 created superstars on current gen. But also, like as I said before, I didn't have a current gen console. I had a PC that could just about run it, but it couldn't record it, so I couldn't do it that way either. And like, there just wasn't really a way for me to do it. And I didn't want to do the old gen one, because I feel like once the new gen one comes out, you should probably just let the old gen go. Unless it's 22. I really don't think that the PS5 version of 22 is any different to the PS4 version. It seems like it's identical. The graphical changes stuff is like so tiny, there's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, so I refused to adjust to 2K15, and I did a second year 14 for my original Universe series. Oh, it's a signature, okay. I don't know. Oh, of course it is. Because this is his other finisher. Super kick there by X-Pac as he goes for a cover here on Cara. And unfortunately, when he doesn't have Rey Mysterio by his side, I guess Cara isn't quite as successful still. That's a shame. I was actually really rooting for him, but then WrestleMania is just around the corner, and an upset could very well be on its way for Cara. There's a good match between those two to kick off the season finale episode of Superstars. And when we come back in just a moment, SmackDown Superstars Zack Ryder will face off against the man who will challenge for the United States Championship tomorrow night, Dolph Ziggler. That should be a great one-on-one match up next. Well, there he is, Zack Ryder, phone in hand, making his way to the ring. Can he defeat Dolph Ziggler tonight? I don't know, truth be told. I don't know if Zack Ryder's got what it takes. Dolph Ziggler is white hot with momentum right now. He's set to face off against Damien Sandow for the United States Championship just tomorrow night at WrestleMania, whilst this man is unfortunately one of a few on SmackDown that aren't scheduled for WrestleMania. So I gotta kind of give the upper hand to Dolph there. No disrespect intended to Zack Ryder. Oh. Well, he is definitely one of the solid fan favorites for WrestleMania. I believe he's winning the current poll for who will leave as United States Champion. And I think I'd like to see that. I think I would definitely enjoy seeing Dolph Ziggler finally capture the United States Championship, a story that started a very, very long time ago for Dolph Ziggler, back over on Monday Night Raw. In 2010, Dolph Ziggler won his first singles championship, the United States Championship. quickly screwed out of it when McMahon was in charge of Raw, and never given another opportunity to prove himself. And all that time, we've not seen Dolph Ziggler capture another singles championship. WrestleMania 3 could finally be the time when Dolph Ziggler captures that next big thing, even it being his former glory, the United States Championship. He can finally have the reign that he never got to have before, but he's got to get through Damien Sandow, and after how much we saw Sandow go toe-to-toe with Triple H just last night, well, there's two things to take from that. One is Sandow is actually a very tough guy who I think is going to be hard for Dolph Ziggler to overcome. But on the other side of the spectrum, if you want to look at it that way, I actually think it could be fairly favorable for Dolph Ziggler now, because Sandow is not going to be at 100% going into that United States Championship defense. The Season 3 champion of champions, Damien Sandow, I think might actually be in a bit of a tough spot. All in all, I think it's going to really rely on just how 100% Dolph Ziggler is for WrestleMania. I was about to say Survivor Series for some reason. I think it's because it's about Champion of Champions. If he can make it out, this match with Zack Ryder unscathed, then I think tomorrow night's going to be a very good night for Dolph Ziggler. Right now, I'm definitely seeing it fall in that direction. Big suplex there by Dolph Ziggler. Heads up move by Dolph Ziggler even.
What a neck breaker.
Blocked.
Dolph Ziggler is the kind of guy who has no trouble telling you just how good he is.
Taking down Zack Ryder and dropping the knees into the arm. Very effective move there by Dolph Ziggler as he goes for cover. Not quite.
Zack Ryder always has game plans for his matches. Ziggler goes behind.
I tell you, if you're Zack Ryder in this situation, there's so much riding on this match. You could be the next man in line for the United States Championship if you knock off Dolph Ziggler. WrestleMania may be the culmination of one season, but it's also the start of a new season, and things can really change for everyone. My voice is very worn out at this point. I've been recording non-stop for almost 3 hours. Because, you know, Raw and then SmackDown and now this. And then I'm going to be doing the same again with WrestleMania. So I'm actually kind of glad I've got a day of work in between. Because I know WrestleMania is probably going to be about 3 hours long as well. I mean, we've got 12 matches? I think it's 12 matches at WrestleMania. 9 championship matches and 3 non-title matches, that's right. Cover attempt here by Dolph Ziggler, and not enough to get the job done there with the Faymaster. But he's going to continue at it. Is Dolph going to be able to get Zack Ryder down and out with the zigzag? Cover attempt. Is this one over already? No! Zack Ryder, I mean, I'll give him credit where due. He's not exactly putting up much of a fight, but he's still in this.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical. Zack Ryder squeezing down on the head. And he gets escorted back through the ropes. And there's the elbow. You know, when Zack stops goofing around, he's actually got a lot of talent. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Side suplex. Brings down Dolph Ziggler. Do wonder if we'll see an appearance from Damien Sandow tonight. Can't imagine he's going to be feeling too great though, nursing those wounds caused by Triple H. What a fight that was last night on SmackDown. What a way to close out SmackDown. I'm looking forward to our next match, the main event of the final Superstars of Season 3. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio. Two incredible talents going on as one. Off the ropes, and a nice float over neck breaker by Zack Ryder. Really found himself back in control.
he escapes the hold. In a boot to the gut. this time.
I'm going to give Ryder a lot of credit. He's really found himself back in this match. I actually genuinely thought that like this was going to be a quick cakewalk for Dolph, it was starting to look like, but Ryder has really continued to hang in there.
And he gets into the ropes. Oh, man.
Paintbrushed. Nice German suplex by Dolph Ziggler. You like the way he called Ryder to his feet and Ryder wasn't even responsive? That's a little nerve-wracking. You don't want to see Ryder injured.
And he goes for the neckbreaker.
Leg drop there by Zack Ryder on Dolph Ziggler. And ooh, out of nowhere, Dolph Ziggler with a sleeper hold. He's won a few matches with this move. He's really good at just busting it out when you least expect it. I feel like Damien Sandow is going to need to keep eyes in the back of his head for that one. And that's it for Zack Ryder. Well, there you go. So Zack Ryder, this could be the sight that you see tomorrow night at WrestleMania 3 for the United States Championship. Well, there you go, Dolph Ziggler is victorious, and we've got one more match coming your way before WrestleMania tomorrow night. It is up next, and I feel like it's going to be a good one. Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston, one-on-one. You don't want to miss it. It's next. Well, Rey Mysterio, I was waiting for an introduction. Oh, hang on, I think he gets one after his promo. Oh, wait. There you go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring. From San Diego, California, weighing 175 pounds,
Rey Mysterio. Last year, he was Cruiserweight Champion, heading into the season finale that was Extreme Rules that year. But he lost the championship to Zack Ryder, who took the title away to Monday Night Raw. Since then, it has become a dual-branded championship, and obviously he now has the opportunity to right last year's wrong and win the big one, the Cruiserweight Championship, for himself this year. Will he be able to?
approaching the ring from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, the Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Kofi Kingston.
I certainly think this one has the potential to be a really good match and a great way to close out the weekly episodes and Superstars. I'm looking forward to seeing who the bigger and better man is between these two. As I say, this is a really good match to see. I'm just very into this idea of a match. I feel like this is going to be a real good one. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio. Two people that have proudly held that champ. Well, technically Rey only held the light heavyweight championship, but Kofi Kingston is, I believe, his third reign as Cruiserweight champion, and it could come to an end as soon as it started. I've kind of got them matching gears tonight, funnily enough.
And again, the feet fly.
Shifting gears. Oh my god, I remember Michael Cole used to say that all the time. I don't know if he still does, because I mean, I've watched like 2 pay-per-views this year. I don't really watch that much, so... I used to not work Saturday nights when they do the pay-per-views. So it was like... cool, I can watch pay-per-views like now I work Saturday nights, so... I'll probably go back to not watching them, because I'll end up reading the results beforehand. And I feel like once you already know what's going to happen, it's kind of hard to care about it. I mean, I could avoid the results, but I also am not available Sunday night, so like, by the time I have a day off, it's like, I'm probably not going to care. That's all the reason why you guys need to continue to help me make a success of this channel, is that I can quit my job and I can watch wrestling shows live. That's my motive. obviously I'm nowhere near that size of a channel. I could not possibly quit my job. I would be destroying like our lives if I quit my job. I just wanted to say that because, you know, that's what YouTubers do, isn't it? I mean, obviously that's a dream. I think a lot of people have that dream. Who wouldn't love the idea of being able to, like, do something they love instead of just working a boring-ass job? Of course I'd love for this to turn around. I just don't think that's gonna... I mean, it's been 10 years and I haven't been able to make it happen, so I don't... Not that that's ever really been my goal, but obviously I'll accept that it's a nice idea. But I don't care. I mean, I play games that you guys don't give a shit about that get like 5 views, and I still play them because I really enjoy them. I'm really not money motivated on this channel, truth be told. I just like doing this shit. You know I'm not motivated with it because I've already cancelled and deleted all wrestling videos before, and they're the only thing that actually make anything from this channel. So I think that kind of confirms it. I am definitely more into wrestling again than I was years back. I mean, I completely fell out of love with it in 2017. 2017 is one of the worst years of wrestling I think I've ever witnessed. That was so bad that I quit being a fan. That's how bad 2017 was. Seeing Braun Strowman come back actually made my stomach turn a little bit, because even though I can respect that he's alright, he was one of the key ingredients in what put me off wrestling entirely. I really didn't like him. I'm interested in giving him another shot, but fuck, man, when he was like getting that mega push and he was like beating the shit out of Roman every week, I hated that. That was so dull to me. Couldn't stand it. I think one of the moments I was like, yeah, I don't understand wrestling anymore, is when he had a match with Big Show on the main event of Raw, and like everyone lost their minds about how great the match was, and I remember I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's just two dudes, very blown up, moving slowly. And before anyone says that maybe I just don't like hard-hitting kind of matches, I watched the match between Walter... Oh, here comes Jinder. What the hell's he doing out here? I have no idea. Being WWE13, that's what Jinder's doing. Yeah, I watched the match between Walter and Sheamus, which is just two big dudes beating the shit out of each other, and that was incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Loved the drama of it, loved the intensity of it. So good. I just haven't ever seen a Braun match I've enjoyed. SOS here. I really liked when he started with the Wyatt family, but it didn't take long for me to sour on it. Again, you know, another perfect example of like, you know, you might be like, oh, maybe you just don't like big guys. I really enjoyed Ryback. I don't know if you've picked up on that from my series. I like Batista is my favorite. Well, there you have it. Back and forth roll-ups, and Kofi Kingston wins. I guess Jinder Mahal just wanted to see the match happen. He was just a big fan of the both of them. He wanted to see what they could do in the ring against each other. And here comes Kofi's buddy Justin. Now think, these two are currently champions together, and they could close out tomorrow night. Well, they won't close out. They're not main event, no disrespect, but they might finish up tomorrow night still champions together. I do wonder if they'll be able to go into the next season still champions. Anyway, that is it for this week's episode of Superstars. Thank you all for joining me for Season 3. We still have one more show of Season 3 left, so I'm not going to give a big old speech about it being... No, I'm going to do that tomorrow anyway, but... Thank you all for watching this episode of Superstars. I will see you all tomorrow night for the season finale, WrestleMania 3. I am so ready for this.